What would you have to say on it?
In the first place, let me say that it's very heartwarming to hear people like Okyeame Kwame speak in a way that portrays an improvement in our music industry. Not long ago, I heard Wexuma also make a similar statement that the music industry has gotten better than when he was very active in the industry. And I think that if we are in an industry where we all seek improvement, and people like Rexuma or Okyeame Kwame come out to make statements like this, then clearly it tells us that we've made some progress and we need to do more. Now, let's look at what Okyeame Kwame said critically. He made some statements about the number of rappers that were there during his time. He mentioned, I think, about 5 or 6 or so. And so, in quantifiable terms, we could say that he was making reference to the number of rappers then, the number of good rappers then compared to now. Now, I want to define or tackle this in two ways, as in how many rappers there were then, how many good rappers there were then, and then the quality of rap that they dished out when they were very active in the music industry. Now, look at it from this point. Let's say from the time that hip hop started, or maybe from 1993, from Mahoney P's time to Reggie Stone's time to the NFLs, coming down Machami to Nananom to all those guys, KTK, Akatekie, Mifaro, the name Rap, Mabas, Caesar, and all those guys. Let's count them down, and then maybe up to 2009, and then start from 2009. Let's mention the Adams, the ELs, let's mention the Sarkonians, let's mention all those great guys. I can clearly say that. But Okyeame Kwame may have critically analyzed the kind of rap that they started during their times. I'm not saying they were bad rappers, but in numbers and even in quality, you can clearly tell that the rappers that came from, let's say, 2008 to this time are lyrically gifted. They have the flow, they have the punchlines, they have the wordplay, and it appears they've also, maybe it's also because during the times of the Reggae Rock Stones, the earlier proponents of this whole rap thing, this whole hip life thing, we had not really seen people in that genre. So it was something new to us. I remember then when we were in secondary school, we were so enthused about listening to rap verses from these giants until recently we realized that, oh wow, but these guys they sound more lyrically gifted than the people we listened to in the past. Notice with respect to Bradford and Martinez, these were guys who were hailed or Bradford anytime, any day. You can't tell his lyrical prowess. But listen to Sarkodie. Sarkodie's era came with some sort of vibe, different vibe. During our time when we listened to the Lockiness and the Bradfords, almost everybody who was trying to rap wanted to sound like a Bradford. Then Sarkodie came in. Now, you and I know how Sarkodie has influenced a lot of rappers in this industry. And not him alone. You listen to great guys like Flo Kingston, T-Flow, listen to even Endo Baroni, Strongman, Amado. Let's go to all the great guys, Lyrical Joe, and all these guys. You listen to their flow, listen to how they arrange their words, listen to the dexterity with which they tackle their verses. No two ways about it. We can't say that the elders didn't do anything for us or they were not talented in their rap game. But I am happy to say that if I listen to what these guys are doing right now as we putting words together, not only about wordplay, but communicating their thoughts through rhythmic African poetry.
Okay.
Okyeame Kwame may have a point by saying that the guys are doing well. He is a very good rapper as well. Okyeame Kwame, Kofi Okyeame, and all that. But I think that we should also accept the fact that when growth is really manifesting itself to us, we should accept that. We should not always be talking about, years ago things were better. This is the first time I'm actually hearing somebody admitting or saying something like the newer generation is doing something better. It's always, time, better. If you listen to any older musician, anytime they come out, it's like, okay, the time they were doing Boga highlights was better than the time these guys are doing contemporary highlights. So it's almost always about the oldies trying to downplay what the younger ones are doing. But this is somebody who is honestly coming out to say that, yes, we did our part, but as society grows, I think that these younger ones are also doing something really. They are also putting themselves out there
All right, Kwame.
to show the world that they have what it takes to be in the rap game. And yeah, clearly, all these guys have proven, winning international awards, Sarkodie, BET awards, ELDMs doing great. Amrado going on to West to show, proving what he can do to the whole world and all that.
Yeah.
And we are living testimonies to all the things that they are doing in the music industry. So, Charlie, Okyeame Kwame didn't mince any words by saying that the younger rappers are doing better than they did in the past. I think, yeah, it's in order.
All right, Kwame.